Hi everyone, my name is Cindy, and here's a brief rundown on myself and how I utilize a variety of computer applications on a daily basis. I would say I spend roughly 5 to 7 hours a day to include work, school, and leisure usage. I started at Embry-Riddle in 2016, and I started originally to complete the Aviation Maintenance Technology Part 65 cert. I completed that program last year. I'm now in the process of completing my associates in aviation maintenance. If all goes well, I should be completed at the end of this year. I hope to pursue my bachelor's in aviation maintenance with a focus in management soon after. On my free time, I love hiking. I try to spend as much time outdoors as possible. This photo in particular was taken on Flat Top in Anchorage, Alaska. That's my hometown. I also like to work out, and I try to include physical activity into my daily routine as often as I possibly can. Most of my leisure computer usage is dedicated to searching new music. I have a huge passion for music of all sorts, so I try to keep a variety of playlists available for all types of occasions. I have multiple email accounts, so I would say I spend an hour or so a day making sure I check all my accounts. I'm terrible at ensuring my mail is discarded or filed appropriately, so it's safe to say my accounts are pretty cluttered. I like to read health articles as well, and I try to read up on new training products and nutritional advice. I also like to spend free time searching do-it-yourself videos. I like to save money on projects and crafts whenever I can, so these videos are pretty useful training guides. An enormous amount of storage on my computer is dedicated to photo storage. I have an overabundance of videos and photos that I save, and I'll print them off occasionally for myself or to give as gifts for others. Since all my family's back home in Anchorage, Alaska, I try to keep up with what's going on back home, so I visit a variety of different news sites just to keep in the know. I'm on Canvas a lot. Usually I have a window open on my laptop, and I also use the app on my mobile phone. It's really user friendly, so I can't complain. I really don't have any issues with the setup. Hunt Library has been my best friend since I've been a student at Embry-Riddle. There's an abundance of different resources on here, and I utilize them a lot when I'm preparing for research papers. As a civilian contractor for the Navy, I utilize a program called Malcolmus. On this program, you can document aircraft discrepancies, log man hours, and document maintenance actions. It's way less time consuming than the old paper version, so I'm definitely grateful for that. I'm also in the Naval Reserves, and my job in the Navy Reserves is an intel specialist. I use a lot of different websites to maintain readiness and awareness and prepare for different intel briefs. The Navy Reserve home port is a one-stop shop for me. Here I can log on to all the different naval websites I need to access and maintain all my records in one place. I use PowerPoint a ton, both for school and as a Navy reservist. I can build presentations for school and intel briefs all on the same program. I also spend a lot of time on Microsoft Word, both for school and work. For the Navy, I use a program called NavFit. It's a Microsoft Access program. This is the program we utilize to maintain our annual evaluations. I downloaded a copy at home because it's easier to prepare for my sailors' evals as well as my own. One real problem that I think could be helped by technology is drug and alcohol abuse. I myself have smoked cigarettes for about 8 years, and I always thought it'd be pretty cool to have a chip or a patch that you could attach to the body that could track different physiological responses. I think that having real-time monitoring could bring awareness and enlightenment to those suffering from addiction, as well as those who are trying to solve the problem. If doctors had a constant feed of data to analyze to include things like triggers and stressors, based on an adequate monitoring program, it may be possible to find a more adequate way to solve the problem. This concludes my presentation. Hopefully you learned a little bit about me and how I utilize computers on a daily basis.